What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. In the last episode, we finished up the game. Yes, the last episode, the finale, we ended up beating the entire game. We made it out, we instilled hope in all the peoples, and here we have on the title screen our my favorite characters, at least, Kitty and Naegi. Now, this is a bonus episode because there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do after you beat the game. Now, I decided to give it a little bit of a look, and you have to go through all my save files. Yes, these are a thing because recording and you don't want to mess up and all that. So yeah, we're going to load up this save file, and what we can actually do is we can go to school mode, but I'm going to head up that later. So first of all, I'm going to run through the bonus contents. There's a little bit of structure to this bonus episode, and then I'm going to chat about the Let's Play as a whole and everything, and of course, talking about the comments in the community, which is easily one of my favorite parts of this Let's Play. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that too early. First of all, let's check out what this game has to offer. First of all, there's an event gallery. You'll see I have 0 Monokuma medals. That's because I spent them all, because to unlock most of these things, you have to spend Monokuma medals, and that's why the game continually gives you so many Monokuma medals. But anyways, if you go into the event gallery, what you can see is all these little like cutscenes that happen throughout the entire game. And they're cool little cutscenes. For example, we have Kitty's introduction. one of the couple that I unlocked because, let's face it, I love Kitty. And so forth. So you have all these little cutscenes just kind of left here. These are kind of like the meat and potatoes of the story from a visual standpoint. So it is really nice to have all these visuals in one place that you can unlock with Monokuma medals. They are difficult to unlock though. So, yeah, you need a lot, and I mean a lot, of Monokuma medals to actually unlock everything. And for completions like me, that's really tantalizing. But then, you've got the movie gallery. So not only do you have this like still art, all the still art that shows up, all the little like mini like cutscenes or animations that show up, then you have all these different movies that appeared. So you have all the punishment games, you can see them all here. Both of the punishments for Naegi and Kitty. And then the voting results, which I thought was really well done. We have Monokuma appearing, but like with different numbers of people there. We have all the little like victim stuff. And then look at this. There's still one thing I haven't unlocked yet. I don't really know what that is. And I feel like that has something to do with the school mode. That I'll touch on later, but I'm really not sure what this last movie could be. If you do know what it is, let me know if it's something worth unlocking and how I should go about unlocking it. Because to be honest, grinding for so many medals by going through the class trials over and over and over to unlock all the events, all the movies, all the artwork, all the sounds, and get all the items, would literally take hours. Which is just ridiculous, to be honest. But anyways, now we've got the artwork gallery, which is not like the typical sort of art that we saw before, but this is like concept art and like character art. So first, we're going to look at my zone. You do not have enough Monokuma points. I haven't unlocked this art yet. But you can see a whole bunch of different things like, all the different things. The promotional art, I think there's like some concept art and everything. So there's special art, and you see like there's a lot to look at. There's a lot of behind the scenes content the game is offering. I really want to take a look at, but it's just a lot. It's really just a lot to get all the Monokuma medals. And you know what? Maybe if I have the time, sometime I will stream and maybe just grind out some of these while talking about the game, while getting the free time events and everything. But for now, it's just not going to happen. Because there is just so much. But it's really cool that they did include that, because a person like me who loves artwork in games, I'm such a sucker for art books when it comes to collector's editions and all that. So I love that they include that. Then of course we have the sound gallery, which is pretty straightforward, to be honest. We have all these different songs. Of course you can see you have to use a lot of Monokuma medals, but you can listen to all the music from all the game, throughout the entire game here, which is really cool because there is so much good music. I'm actually in Japan at the moment, and I found the soundtrack and I consider getting it because there is so much good music in this game, and so it's really cool that they included a place where you can do that. I wish you could just unlock this as you played through them in the story, or like if you got like A ranks on the class trial, like you could unlock this sort of stuff, because requiring so many Monokuma medals is just ridiculous, to be honest. It's just ridiculous because you need so many Monokuma medals. It's so ridiculous, and you don't get them that fast, especially when it's like the longer trials and you get like you know, 100 or 200 Monokuma medals, and like you occasionally find 1 or 2 as you like search through stuff. It's just not worth it. But then last we have the school store, which is exactly how it was, well, close to exactly how it was, but there's actually an achievement, and I love getting achievements. But on Steam, you can get an achievement for getting all of the Monokuma, or all the items from Mono, and that is just way too much. Look at that repeat percent. I already have so many of the items. I know there's some ridiculously rare items to get. It would take hundreds of Monokuma medals to get all the items. So I'm really just not feeling that. But it is really cool that they did include all this, and maybe if I'm bored sometime and want to stream or something like that, I will do this. Or if I'm just feeling like, hey, I really want some character art from Danganronpa. But it's really cool that they include all that in the game. I'm really happy that they did that. So good stuff to Spike Chunsoft for doing that. And now there's this school mode. I'm really not sure how to go about this. I heard that you can do this to kind of figure out all the free time events that you got to miss, and I do plan on streaming those at some point. I didn't really know how to go about getting all the free time events in the best way, so I was hoping you guys would tell me how to do so. And more importantly, I was wondering if we could just chat about and experience them at the same time if I stream sometime in the near future, which is a likelihood in the next couple months probably. But I'll definitely make a big announcement about it when I do, because I am super curious about all the other characters. What adds to their story, you know? Why are they the way they are? What's their background? What are their stakes in this killing game? And so I really do want to figure that out. But I looked at this school mode a little bit, and I don't really know what to think of it. Dangan Academy, Dangan Enchanting Academy, purely prismatic souls. I thought this was going to be like a sped up version where it just kind of cuts out all like the movement sections, but it isn't quite that. So again, we're going to stick with the Japanese voice acting because Japanese voice acting is sick. A lot of you guys were mentioning to watch the anime. Well, not a lot of you guys were mentioning to watch the anime. I mentioned that I could. I can actually turn on auto mode. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to turn on auto mode and let this play while I'm talking about it. Why is it not continuing? Sad face, fast forward. Okay, well, hopefully this works. But yeah, so I do want to watch the anime, and I do want to check out the English voice acting. Apparently Enoshima's English voice acting is so good, and apparently Monokuma's too. But yeah, so this school mode, it kind of starts off as like the story, and then it gets to a point where it kind of just diverges, and it becomes kind of a fulfill Monokuma's quest thing, and there's some sort of like menu and everything, and I don't know, I don't really want to deal with all of it at the moment. Let me know if it's something I should invest time into looking into. Maybe I'll stream that too if that's the case. But yeah, in the beginning we just kind of have this reiteration of the beginning of the story. So now I would like to talk a little bit about the series in a bit more depth. I also would like to say I'm sorry Lizzie's not here. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed having Lizzie here for the entire, or not for the part of Let's Play that she was here, and I loved having her, and I'm so happy to hear that you guys enjoyed that too. Having Lizzie there was so much fun for me. It is a lot of fun to play games with people, and that's part of what I love about Let's Plays, is I love experiencing these games, and I love having an audience. I love having people that are following along with me, that are just as invested in the game as I am, and together we're playing through this for this collective, like, communal experience, and it's so great. And I loved having Lizzie personally there with me as someone who also enjoys like these sorts of games and also thinks really intensely about these sorts of things and can really contribute to it a lot. And that was her first time ever commentating anything. So she was super nervous about it, and you guys were so supportive, and she had a blast. So on her behalf, I just want to thank you guys for being such a supportive community with regards to the commentary, especially with Lizzie hopping in midway through. But yeah, unfortunately she is not here. Continuing with the thank yous, yeah, I'd just like to mention a huge thank you to all of you guys. First of all, where do I even start actually? Because this is going to be the meat and potatoes of this, I'd like to start by saying, yes, I am going to be doing Danganronpa 2. If you didn't watch, I don't know, one of the 10 times I said it during the Let's Play, if you didn't watch my update video, yes, I'll be doing Danganronpa 2. It'll probably be in a couple months, so you can look out for that. I will be, I have Danganronpa 0, but I will not be reading it before Danganronpa 2. After Danganronpa 2, I would like to try Ultra Despair Girls. I've heard what the premise is in that, but I'm not really 100% sure if I want to do like a third-person shooter, even if it is Danganronpa. And I eventually want to hit up Danganronpa 3's, or Danganronpa Another Episode, I think. Yeah, I saw that in the Japanese store here, but I asked about it, but apparently it's not something I should really look into just yet. I was also recommended the Zero Escape series, I think 999 was what it was called. And I looked in that, and that looks super cool. So I do want to try to get that on my channel as well and play that blind. If you like Danganronpa, I'm sure you'll love that. I think they're even made by the same publisher, or published by the same company. But yeah, so those are kind of like future plans. Depending on what happens with my summer, or rather next year, depending on whether or not I take a gap year, I could potentially be with Lizzie, and I would love to have Lizzie along for Danganronpa 2, and so let me know. I'm sure you'd like to as well, but let me know, just to reinforce it, I guess, that you'd want Lizzie there as well too, because if I don't take this gap year, we're gonna have very limited recording time, and it'd be really difficult to do, but I'd be willing to wait for it, because it would enhance my experience, and I want to make sure you guys want it too. But it is possible, and we're gonna try and make it work so that we can, both of us, go through Danganronpa 2 together, because that was so much fun. But anyways, back to you guys. I remember in the last episode, I mentioned I was going to say the ultimate, the super duper YouTube commenter of the entire series. And I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it a lot, because there's so many of you that added to my experience, that created this positive atmosphere, this little community that formed around this Danganronpa Let's Play. And so I want to start by saying thank you to a bunch of names. Whether you were there from the beginning, whether you came later, I'll start by saying B-Champ, Patricio Espinosa, The Gentle Chew, Ben/Plummerl, Rinda Shiawase, Does Not Compute, Zoom's Like, Bobber Flobber, Ginger Dwarf, Mioke, The Hockey Gamer, Meliodas, Mango, Kanal Ross, Mr. Leo, and Josh RL. And I'm sure there are other people that spottily commented in here or there. But I want to thank all of you so much. Some of you didn't comment a ton. You commented like 2-3 times maybe. And maybe they weren't huge paragraphs like some people. Maybe you just said like one sentence that was like, hey, I really enjoy your videos. Keep up the good work. Or, hey, I really enjoy your commentary. Or, wow, this was a really good episode. Thanks for uploading it. Or, I was so excited for this. I'm so glad to see it's here. It could be just like a small comment like that. But I love seeing that. And it's just like that little driving force that makes me want to keep playing the game, makes me want to keep doing this with you, that makes this experience so enjoyable. And then also, of course, the long comments, the responses to all the little questions I ask, all my little thoughts, adding your own little commentaries and opinions about characters, contributing to my experience, whether it's adding little tidbits and facts about, Distrust, the Danganronpa beta, linking me to alternative universes, like what if this character were the mastermind, which of course I'll leave, and I'm going to leave some of these links in the description, by the way, so be sure to check them out. Or like your own theories, and to hear that you guys are thinking up your own theories as I'm going along, and then comparing them with what actually happens and with what I'm thinking is so much fun. And of course we've had these memes. Asahina, Ben, you turned Asahina into a wonderful meme, and I've absolutely loved seeing all of your tweets and jokes about Asahina, and oh my god, that was just so much fun. But yeah, also just so much advice about what to do, how to play through the game, which games I should play next. Really trying to enhance my experience, and it means a lot to me that you do so much. And again, some of you guys have been featured in episodes before. I've thanked you guys in episodes before. But I also like to mention that there are some people that really kind of came strong towards the end of the series, like Ginger Dwarf and Meliodas Mango. You guys, Mioke as well. I'm pretty sure you guys started watching later, and I loved seeing that somebody was like, oh, as I was on like uploading episode 40 or something like that, that they were watching, they commented on episode 3, and we're still offering to the Let's Play, still leaving little tidbits, still leaving little supportive feedback, even though they weren't all the way up. And then that someone was so willing to or so excited to watch my series, to binge it and actually catch up and be there for the finale. It just means so much to me to see that so many other people enjoy my content. And so I want to thank you guys so much for all of that. Where else do I go? There were so many funny little moments too, like in the comments, like Nick Cora the Explorer, based on what I said at one point. And I think Mioke mentioned My Zono should be called my waifu, which is like something I never thought of, and it's just like a funny little joke I can share with like Lizzie, and we get a good chuckle out of. And I love that people are also so into it, so willing to contribute to the Let's Play as well. People in their comments have mentioned that they loved how many people are also commenting, how many people are positively commenting, how much people are offering in the comments section, and how much people are interacting in the comments section, how they add to the Let's Play series as a whole. So thank you guys for making the Let's Play better than I could ever make it on my own. And really just thank you for forming such a fun, positive community, and easily one of my best Let's Playing experiences I've ever had. And I cannot wait to play through Danganronpa 2, which I hear is even better than the Danganronpa 1, with all of you guys, plus more friends, with this great community right from the start. And I can't even begin to describe how excited I am for that. So, thank you for that. As far as the super duper YouTube commenter of this Let's Play, I really can't pinpoint one. Everyone commented in so many different ways and did so well with so many of the things they did. Patricio Espinoza left little comments on other people's comments, left little tidbits of advice for how I should go about it. Zoomzyke offering his personal opinions, guiding me without spoiling things, and really contributing to it in that sense. Rina Shiawase leaving your little comments and opinions, actually knowing like what has happened, and also linking me to things like Danganronpa 0 and introducing me to that, all the alternate universe pictures. Ben Plommernope with your incredibly thoughtful comments, and even if there wasn't a lot going on in the episode, you still let me know that you enjoyed it by just a short little comment. And of course the memes on Twitter that were incredible and so much fun to watch. Gentle Chew, hearing your theories, knowing that you're going through it blind with me, and that you're willing to wait to find out what happens so that you can go through it with me, was so incredibly fun. Does Not Compute and Bobberflobber, you didn't comment a ton, but when you did, it was always something meaningful, it was always something supportive, and it was always something that was so fun to read. And Ginger Dwarf, Meliodas, Mango, Mioke, of course, I mentioned that you guys kind of hopped on later, but again, thank you for really demonstrating to me how great, or how much people enjoyed the series and were willing to like binge it. And oh my goodness, Mega Mew and Josh RL and B-Champ and pretty much everyone at some point offered some little tidbit or fact about the game that I love to learn. I love learning, and so to know as much as I possibly can about one of my one of the favorite stories that I've ever experienced via gaming really added a lot. So, oh, I'd also like to mention that I'm going to leave in the description a link to an article about Distrust, which is the beta for Danganronpa that I found so interesting. So thank you, Rina Shiawase, for that. You should definitely check it out. And it does spoil stuff, but like obviously if you're watching this, you've probably already seen the rest of the Let's Play. And yeah, that's about all I've got. I want to thank all of you for your incredible contributions through the comments in particular throughout this entire Let's Play. You really made it into something more than I could ever make it on my own, and I want to stress that to you so much. But that's about all I've got for this bonus episode. Sorry if this was a little bit lackluster. It was a lot more just kind of commentary while things are going on, kind of showing off what else Danganronpa has in case you don't have the game itself. Like I said, I do plan on streaming at some point, whether that's unlocking extra stuff with Monokuma medals or figuring out how to do all the free time events to, well, see what all the characters are like. So be sure to follow me on my Twitch. I haven't streamed in forever, but I actually think I might have the time soon, depending on what happens with next year, and I can make that a much bigger thing. So go ahead and follow me there at Midnight Zero, MIDNITEZR, numerical 0, and that'll make sure that you'll know when I'm streaming. Obviously, I'll post on YouTube as well, but together we can go through the free time events, we can talk about the game, we can discuss, you know, surprises, reactions, favorite characters, why we like certain characters more so than others, and which extras to unlock. We can just enjoy the game together again and actually, you know, enjoy it live. So look forward to that. And yeah, I just want to end this off again with a thank you. Thank you so much. But until the stream or Danganronpa 2, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.